The highest ever number of runners took part in today's London Marathon, more than 50,000 of them in total. In fact, it was a day that saw multiple records fall across the competitions, as Alex Isaac explains.
Rubik's Cubes, phone boxes, squirrels and more costumed characters stood out on the capital streets running in the 44th London Marathon. Some wanted to stand out, others were breaking world records.
The fastest marathon dressed as a sweet food. I managed to achieve that, which was an added bonus.
There were more serious records to be had in the elite races. Perez Chepchirchir ran the fastest female-only marathon ever, an eye-popping 2 hours and 16 minutes.
To be a new women's-only world record.
And it was a Swiss double in the wheelchair races with victories for Catherine de Bruyne and Marcel Hug, celebrating his 5th London Marathon win. Alexander Munyao took the top prize in the men's elites, but all eyes were on Yorkshireman Emile Carrus, who came 3rd. He can now boast the 2nd fastest time ever by a Brit, only behind Mo Farah. Behind them, a record 50,000 amateurs taking part this year.
So close to the end now for many of these runners who have been treading the pavements for miles and miles. 600 metres left to go, and friends and family are lining up here, egging them on.
To see people really struggling and just to be able to give them that last boost to get anybody over the line is just amazing.
Unbelievable atmosphere.
When we watch everybody else running, it just, honestly, it's really quite emotional.
And after months of practice and a few hours of pain, this is what it feels like crossing the line.
It was much harder than I thought. Amazing, just can't wait to get in the pub, really.
It may well be over, but the millions raised and the satisfaction of achieving that medal will stay with these runners for a long time to come. Alex Isaac, ITV News.
Now, as we've been hearing, more than 50,000 people have been taking part in this year's London Marathon, setting a new record for the event. Well, Angie George has been to meet some of those very brave people taking part.
Away they go.
There have been months of training in preparation for today, the 44th London Marathon, which saw over 50,000 runners lace up their trainers and hit the streets. Today's dry and cool conditions very welcome for anyone taking on the 26.2-mile route, which started at Greenwich Park and worked its way through the capital. And to really give the runners that extra boost, what better than a supportive crowd?
I think we're as family away from home.
It's really good atmosphere and it's really loud and fun.
What are you going to do when they run past?
I'm going to cheer and hold up the sign.
Go on, Ollie!
Who's running for the charity Men Who Talk. It's a men's mental health charity. Ollie's been training for a few weeks, a few months in fact, doing an amazing job.
I'm supporting my wife Harjinder from Six in the City Club. Yeah, and my colleague Leroy from Go Ahead London Buses.
For some, a good excuse to wear your best outfit for that sense of occasion.
I've had this outfit since the London 2012 Games, so I've had it 12 years, yeah. So it comes out at every occasion I possibly can.
The aim of today, getting to the finish and raising money for good causes.
The charity I'm running for today is Anthony Nolan Trust, so raising money for Anthony Nolan as well.
Alzheimer's Society. We've had family members and friends who've been impacted by it. I think it's a great cause.
Describe the atmosphere here today.
So good, amazing.
The ballot is already open for next year's event, so you better get a move on if you want a place. Angie George, BBC London.
A record number of people have taken part in this year's London Marathon. It's estimated that more than 50,000 took to the capital streets to tackle the 26.2-mile course. Jay Akbar went to meet some of them.
It's back and bigger than ever. A record 50,000 people took part in the London Marathon today, and more than 1 million lined the streets to support them. This was billed as the most inclusive marathon ever, with support for more than 200 disabled athletes and even a quiet space at the finish for neurodivergent ones. The course was anything but quiet, and bringing the noise, music teacher Nathaniel Dye.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 incurable bowel cancer in the autumn of 2022.
He doesn't like the word inspiration, but it couldn't be more fitting.
I'd like to think I'm here to show that if something terrible happens, like having terminal cancer, you can just keep living. That's what I'm doing now. I'm keeping living and also spreading awareness. Deborah James is my role model. So if you notice something wrong with your body, get it checked out, eh?
Another runner who's been on quite a journey, Joe Guntrip.
10 marathons in 10 days. Here we go.
260 miles later, and he was still too quick for us to keep up. We did catch up with some very proud supporters.
Just amazed that he's managed to do it and how he's managed to do it, because he's, like I say, he's fresh, he's running fast.
We have over 1,200 runners running for us today, and they're raising incredibly important funds.
Joe did have this message for the people of London from the finish.
The support today was unmatched. I've never experienced anything like it. It got me round in all the tough times. Unbelievable.
One familiar face finds it so unbelievable, she keeps coming back for more.
It's like Christmas. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's such a special day. For me, I'm so happy that I've crossed the finish line and I've got medal number 9. It means a lot to me.
This year's race is expected to surpass the £63 million fundraised in 2023, so it's Christmas for charities too. Jay Akbar, ITV News.